Welcome everyone to some Amateur Dota 2 League completely unofficial action. What we have here is a 3v3 because we could not get 5 players on each team. We do not have enough people who are interested to do this. This is the grand finals for Amateur Dota 2 League. We have Warlocks of the Beach versus Casters, and it will be a Meepo solo meet. So for the sake of integrity and all sorts of bullcrap that I'm gonna talk about during this game, everyone is now named Meepo. I will not use name to refer to this because it will be nearly impossible for me to do so. And here you go, a Meepo 3v3. It will not be a 5v5. And we are now staring down the timer, and there you go. On the Dire we have a Rubin on the Meepo, Chowser on the Meepo, and Donk on the Meepo, who will all be called Meepo. We have Fazlin on the Meepo, Regan on the Meepo, and Alphonic on the Meepo. We do have an adorable courier and another adorable courier here. And Rubin is having problem with the shop.
"30 seconds to battle."
Rubin is affected by a issue, and as we can see here, we have a Rubin not buying anything just yet. Chowser picking up a Ring of Protection, some healing, and an Iron Branch. And Darkwing picking up almost exactly the same thing. Now, less tango, more self. Vegan picking up a Ring of Bacillus, giving damage and armor to his allies, of course. And we have here a Headdress being picked up by Alphonic, giving regeneration, and what else does he give? An attribute to himself, regeneration to his allies beside him. Firstly, picking up a pretty standard, just tangles and a Ring of Protection. And in quick talk, we have Rubin picking up the Poof, and everyone else picking up the Poof. Oh no, 2 of them picking up Poof, 1 picks up the Earthbind, and on this side we have 2 Poofs, 1 Poof, 1 Earthbind, and unskilled. He will skill up the Poof, so it's the same thing, 2 Poof and an Earthbind on both sides, but we do have more team-orientated items on the Radiant. The 3 Meepos have a Headdress and a Ring of Bacillus. On the other side is just healing, and we have a Stroke Shield and healing and a little bit of items being picked up for AGI gain right there. And the Grand Finals begins. Grand Finals of the Meepo Showdown, at least. This is a one-on-one. There's no spawn rooms. And we have here the 3 Meepos engaging onto each other. A deny failing to come out. Radiant gets the first deny and takes the lead right now. A lot of Meepo spades spamming out and hitting onto each other. Rubin coming in aggressively, and the first creep kill will go the way of the Radiance too. Radiance now pulling away. A net onto Alphonic. No poof coming out right just yet. Poof delayed right there, but will bring them 1 kill right there. 3 creep hits and 1 deny on the Radiant, and 2 creep kills on the side of the Dire. We have here Alphonic getting down low, but the headdress will slowly bring him back up. He does have 4 HP regeneration per second right there, which isn't low at all. A deny coming up from Chowser. Excellent. And another deny coming out from for the Dire, this time from a Rubin, and a deny by Vegan. This time a crit kill, last hit, and poof being casted but cancelled. Net down on Fuzzy, poof being cast right there. Wow, that works. I have no idea how the mechanics of Meepo works, so... And oh, you can poof onto another Meepo, like literally another Meepo. Anyway, lane's being pushed in. Now I think a net worth would be a better. We do have a pretty even matchup, except the Dire is probably losing by a tiny mini bit, 100 gold. It is 2 minutes into the game, so 100 gold, it's a pretty big deal. More last hits coming out from Rubin, who is pulling off, I believe, from the top, and a double damage rune being picked up right there by Meepo. But the wave is slightly favorable towards the Radiant now, so the double damage might not be too effective. Level 2 being cast out right there, proof being all used up, and Chowser getting really hit by the tower. Will he be able to go down? The self will be popped and he will be safe right there. Net not being able to catch him, they will all engage onto him, and looks like he will be able to get out of there alive. And the Sage Mask now completed for the Ring of Bacillus, but he will bring that back and walk home safely. A Rubin also low. Looks like Radiant is getting the upper hand, though. Oh, a Rubin being caught right there. More poofs coming right up. A poof away now. And Frizzle will tank the tower for several hits and get pretty low. This is an annoying thing. With one guy back at base, a Rubin now can poof onto Chowser to go back to the base, which he does not do so. He will walk back instead. I'm saying he could, I think he could poof onto Chowser and go home. Right? That's weird. I don't know how that works. And the poof will come out right here, and that's just Chowser misses the net. Or is it Chowser? Yes, it is Chowser, misses the net and misses the last hit. Tanks a creep from the catapult. And now Chowser went back to base again, and a poof right there, coming out right there, and a net coming out from Fuzzly. More poof and engagement onto Fuzzly. Could go for the first blood right here, but the Fuzzly will be able to move away right there, and nothing much beyond that. Now we have 5 Meepos on the side of the Dire, and a confusing invisibility rune picked up by Alphonic, but he does not have a net. Earthbind. Chowser sending one of his illusionary being puffed right now. I can now realize Alphonic puff right now, and more proof coming up all over the place. I don't even know what's happening now. Meepo is using proof, more Earthbind. Alphonic is getting really low. Bind out, and first blood will go the way. Rubin will get first blood. Fuzzy may go down the second kill too, and Dire now gets 2 kills in an extremely confusing feast of Meepos slapping each other with their spade. No sign of anyone on the Dire team working towards a mechanism just yet. A bind onto Chowser. This could prove disastrous. Chowser might go down right here to the click. One more click and Chowser will go down. A Rubin now caught up, but a net will be able to catch him there. And both of them does not have mana. Rubin now have the mana to poof himself out of this. One of him at least have the mana to poof himself out of this. And could the poofs on? A Rubin just now popped up, and a lot of poofs coming out. A Rubin will go down. It's now 2 for 2. And the even match comes back up. Chowser has actually left one of his Meepo back in base. Wonder what is Dogkin up to. He's probably just gonna farm up some neutral. Yes, he will be farming up some neutrals. And more Meepos slapping stuff, and Chowser just leaving one of his Meepo back in base, I guess, for an emergency TP back anytime you need it, that sort of things. And, and confusing haste on Alpha Nick right here as they all poof back and forth, and this is really confusing. Chowser is continuously going to leave one of his Meepo back at base as a central point for everyone to just poof towards, and Fuzzy now being caught down by the Earthbind, but he will just poof away extremely quickly. Vegan now being the only one is caught out. Two of them TPing in, a lot of Earthbind coming up. I'm not even sure what's happening. Being caught up, directly poofing in, and a lot of kills. Vegan bringing really low right here, and Meepo will go down. 3 kills right there. Radiant will get the victory for the 3rd kill